Welcome back in the Beach region. All the schools will be chasing after Carolina Forest. The Panthers have been the cream of the crop in recent seasons, having won the last couple of region titles. Their pursuit of another started against Sockasty. And the Panthers have had the Braves' number as of late, winning last season and years prior to that, and they started fast. First offensive play, Cameron Long fires over the middle to Caden Cole. The senior has it, and it's 6-zip Carolina Forest. Braves on the move now. Christian Royals connecting with Paul Livingston. What a grab in traffic. Then he turns on the speed. First down inside the 30, but the drive would stall. Panthers back to work. Long finding Nick Zincone, but he's going to cough it up right around midfield, and the Braves there for the recovery. But another quick 3-and-out for them. Carolina Forest going back to 2024 All-Blitz team member Jaron Fox, their 1,000-yard back, doing what he does best. I've seen this happen so many times, breaking it down the sideline inside the Braves' 5-yard line. What a run there, setting up Jaden Anderson from about 4 yards away. 12-0 Panthers late in the first, and Carolina Forest starts region play 1-0 with a 45-12 win. Up in Little River, North Myrtle Beach and Conway both struggled in non-region play. The Tigers won just once. The Chiefs only had 2 victories, but a biggie for both of them. A victory propels them towards the playoffs a month from now. And the Chiefs and Tigers locked into a back-and-forth tug-of-war all night long in Little River. Conway's Noah Legg, there we go. Third quarter from a couple yards out. This would tie our match up at 21 as he just gets across. And the Tigers, they would get the ball back in the lefty leg going up top. Javon Smalls over the shoulder. Look at this grab and stride. And there he goes, about 85 yards. Conway's got a 28-21 lead on the road. Chiefs going to work now, inside pitch to Will McNeely. He's going to rumble forward for a first down, barreling down into the fourth. North Myrtle Beach go into the air, and there is McNeely for the catch right there, and the touchdown ties us up at 28. But Conway gets the last laugh on the road. They get 7 more, and they win it 35-28. Heck of a job by head coach Josh Pierce and company to get that win. All right, let's head to the Shark Tank. St. James hosting Myrtle Beach. Sharks up 7-zip in the second, but here come the Seahawks. Our reigning Blitz player of the week, Tanner Gaddy, up top to Rayvon Green. What a grab inside the Shark 5-yard line. And this would lead to their Rhino package. Antonio Brown rumbles in from a couple yards out. We are tied up at 7. St. James now on the move. Hayes Cochran getting the carry. The linebacker showing, he's a pretty good running back too. First down, but nothing going after that. The Seahawks get the rock back with under 2 minutes to play in the half. And Gaddy with a good look here to Michael Cohen. Had a pretty good drive running and now catching this pass for 6 more. Seahawks up 16-7 at the half, and Myrtle Beach does win back-to-back games, 31-28 the final there. Another pause coming up. We'll head back to Dillon County. Loris and Dillon playing an all-important Region 5 3A match. It was a great one, plus trips to Ainer, Darlington, and Lake City in just moments.